Hey y'all, welcome back to In Amber's Lane, and this is your host, Amber Lane. So let's get into it. This episode is about knowing your worth and adding some text to it, okay? So I told y'all in this season that I was gonna be very vulnerable and very transparent. So we digging deeper and deeper, y'all. So let's dig into it. So I have recently caught myself having the feeling of having to choose between knowing and walking in my worth and being complacent and comfortable. Nobody likes to talk about it, but in reality, a lot of us do it. In reality, this is not something that really should be chosen anyway. You shouldn't really have to choose comfortability versus your worth. You shouldn't have to choose your purpose over you being complacent. It should just be automatic. But in our lives, we have this situation where the common sense answers really not common sense. It's harder to take those common sense answers and actually apply them to our everyday lives or actually follow through with that. And so for me, my care for others really makes me choose them over me. So when it's time for me to take care of me, she don't get taken care of because she's too busy worried about everybody else. And so what I mean by that is, do I let their feelings slide? Do I go ahead and tell them that, okay, I understand and I really don't agree with it? Do we do a lot of, okay, yeah, I understand your perspective. You know what? Yes, you're right. In reality, in our minds, you're not right. You're not trying to hear me. You're not trying to understand me. But that's where our worth begins to be deteriorated a little bit because we start allowing what other people feel about us and what other people's opinions are, and we take that versus what we know ourselves to have. And so I don't know what somebody is going through, and I don't know the value that I help and add to their life, but a part of me still has a hard time choosing me. So it'll be like, dang, I know that, I pray for them or I know that I give, but you have to kind of be selfish in that and say, you know what, I know the type of value that I add to your life, but at the end of the day, I got to take care of me. My worth and my value is so much more important to me than it is to you anyway. Let's be honest. I'm already giving, and not really am I receiving in this situation or in this relationship or in this friendship? Probably not. So you gotta choose yourself every single time, and then you gotta add some text to it, okay, baby? You can't just be giving yourself $5 without the text. You gotta add that 6%, baby. You gotta rack it up. So I've stayed in relationships and friendships longer than I knew that I should have. Get out. You gotta run and fast. Stop staying in relationships and friendships that you know are not serving you. You need to get on. You gotta go. This is, it's not serving you, it's not benefiting you, it's not fulfilling your purpose. You have to just allow that to be what it is. God bless you. I love you. I appreciate you. But you gotta go and take care of yourself. And so I've been scared and very fearful on how to move on because the next is unknown. Honestly, fear will give you a crutch and you won't move on because you're scared of, okay, well, what if they think that? What if they think this? Or should I do that? Does that make a lot of sense for me to do that? Is it my purpose? Is it going to fulfill me in the end? Is hurting my feelings going to benefit them, or is hurting their feelings going to benefit me? Like, it's just a lot of confusion that happens in fear, as well as fear will just be a crutch, and you can no longer allow that to be your crutch. We have to let fear go and just move. We have to move in our purpose. The time is now. Stop thinking about, okay, should I do it? And is this the time for me to do it? Absolutely. It is time. It's time for you to move on. And so what's crazy is we listen and don't judge, right? Okay, good. So a lot of times we don't walk in our purpose because of the uncertainty of what will happen next. So you start questioning yourself about, well, how will I navigate that? How do I move on in life without this person or without this thing that I've had around for so long? That time, baby, don't let that time weigh you down, because it doesn't matter how long you've known somebody. Is it fulfilling your purpose? Is it fulfilling you as a person? Do they add to you? Do they add to your worth, to your value? If somebody's not adding that to you, you got to go. Bye-bye, babe. Another question we ask ourselves is, will I be competent or capable for my next? Will I fail? Will I fall? What will people think and say about me, about what I've done, or the fact that I've changed, or this is not the same Amber? We talked about it the last episode. This is not the same Amber you got 5 years ago. This is a completely different person. What would happen to the person that I've been constantly adding value to? And again, a lot of times I start putting more stock in other people than what I did myself. And at the end of the day, all that did was damage myself because now I have to repair everything that's been done. And that's time. So you have to think about, am I okay with just learning my lesson in that time with that person or in that season or in that situation? Or do you want to keep wasting time and taking time away from yourself that you have to repair yourself because of the damage that you did? So we have to start taking accountability, because regardless of regardless of whatever your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife did, you have to take accountability and say, I allowed that to happen. I allowed that friend to take that much out of me to where now I'm damaged, I'm broke down to the ground, and here I am by myself trying to repair myself. That is time, and we don't have no time to waste, friend. It's time to get it together, okay? And something else I've learned too, again, we listen to Don't Judge, right? Okay, cool. You have to be okay with being a villain. I'm okay with being the bad guy in your story from now on. I don't have to be that good guy. I don't have to be Cinderella with the glass slipper on. I don't have to be Superman where I kept coming in and saving your day every single time. You kept falling every single time. You needed some money, or every single time you needed that friend. Like, at this point, I'm okay with being the bad guy. I'll be the villain. You can go ahead and write me down in the cast, in the credits at the very end of your movie, and put that I'm the villain, because I'm so okay with that. And so sometimes we hold back from making necessary decisions or choices because of what others would think about us. And it's not about what other people think about you. What do you think about yourself? Yesterday, my dad was talking about in service about how we are so lost of our identity. We don't even know who we are. So how can you add value to somebody else if you don't even know who you are? How can you add value to yourself if you are lost in the sauce? You don't even know what you like, what you don't like. You don't know red flags from green flags. You think all flags are the same color. Like, we have to start going back and figuring out who we are. And if you are a believer, that means your identity is in him to begin with. So that's where the things start getting lost, where we try to start fitting in with everybody, and we start trying to be Jesus for everybody. In reality, you have to take them to Jesus every single time. Baby, I can't help you. The Lord can. Let's go ahead and just take it up to him. You cannot be that idol. You cannot be that Jesus in their life. You have to take them to Jesus. Like, you have to take them there. You cannot carry that weight, because then you're out of placement. Then you're out of where you're supposed to be. Now you're not walking in your purpose, because you're fulfilling a whole different role that you had no business walking in. But we're going to leave that where that's at. So a lot of times, again, because you choose yourself, you become the villain in someone's story. And again, you have to be okay with that. You choose yourself every single time. If it's me or you, it's going to be me every time, babe. It's going to be me every single time. I don't care if I'm the wrinklest. I don't care if I'm the ugliest in that moment. I don't care if I'm the dirtiest in that moment. Baby, I'm still picking me every single time, because what? Beyonce said it. I'm going to be my own best friend, okay? Jesus is my best friend, too. That's what you got to know. But I'm going to be my own best friend, too, because a lot of people will leave you out here in your rugged mess and not have any compassion for you, or not have any... You need to have friends that's going to tell you, like, hey, you slipping. Like, what's going on? You starting to care too much about this person more than you starting to care about yourself. I remember one time I was working at a school, my god brother pulled up, and he was like, hey, like, you good? I'm like, yeah. He like, no, you not good. Look at your hair. You ain't had your hair done. You got your hair in a ponytail. You ain't got no lashes on. Look at how you dress. You dress like a church mother. He was like, this is not your style. Like, what is going on? And in that moment, I was like, okay, wait, maybe something is wrong, because for my god brother to say, you know what, something ain't cool, this not you, it shook me back to reality. And that's what we need in our lives. For somebody to add value to your life and for you to add value to theirs, it has to be an exchange. And again, it's not going to always be 100-100. It's not going to always be 80-20. Some days it may be you pouring out more than what you're receiving, but at the end of the day, you know your village is going to have your back, and you just have to be open to that. I'm telling you, when he told me that, I was like, oh baby, it's time. Snap it back together, Amber. And I put the lashes on the next day. The hair was done. I made my little appointments. Okay, it's time to get the nails done. If you don't, you need to put the press-ons on. Learn how to do some clusters. Learn how to put a wig on. You just have to do things that are going to make you feel good. You don't have any off days. Let's stop thinking that we have off days, because you don't have any off days. Your hair needs to be done every time you walk out the house. Your makeup, I'm not saying you got to put on a beat down face, because baby, you better believe I'm going to do a skincare, okay? A good one. Especially right now in this hot summer. I don't feel like all this stuff on my face. A nice little skincare, how you doing right. You have to be concerned about your nails. I'm not telling you go get your nails done every 2 weeks, but I'm saying make sure that they're clean, they're polished, they're manicured. You can do that at the crib with yourself in your downtime, making sure that you have self-care time. A lot of times we're so concerned about everybody else. No longer do we have tax. No longer do we have value to ourselves. We're so concerned about everybody else that we're not even giving ourselves self-care time. That could be you reading your word and spending time with God. That can be you going to get your nails done, going to get your hair done. That could be you just driving in the car, baby, because the rides, they be giving, baby. You taking you a nice little 30-minute drive. I don't care if it's up the street to Popeyes or wherever you got to go. But those drives, that is self-care, and you have to just give it back. We need to stop allowing social media and people in situations to constantly keep changing our mind, our morals, our values, because again, that's where our identity is lost. You have to learn you. You learning you again is going to start building that value back up in yourself. Like, we just have to get in that mindset of it's no longer about everybody else. And I'm not saying those that are married, because I'm not. Those that have families, because I don't have one. I don't have no children. But I'm saying you still have to take time for yourself and repair your value. Build it back up. It should no longer be, your value cannot still be $5. We not worth that no more, babe. We not even worth that. The Bible say we are far more precious than rubies, baby. That baby, we is not. You got to up the price, babe, and then that tax got to be up too. So come on, y'all. Come on, friend. We got to get it together. We got to do what we got to do, because we're only damaging ourselves. We're only causing ourselves more time to have to go back and be like, okay, God, I need you to fix this. Okay, I know you told me to do this. I know I was disobedient. I know I shouldn't have did this. I know I shouldn't have hung out with that person. I know you told me to leave that person so many years ago, and I just want to be hard-headed and disobedient. But Lord, like, fix that. Like, go inside and take whatever the thing is, whatever voids that they are feeling, because that's something else too. When you don't know your true identity, you're going to start putting people in voids that they have no place of being there. Instead of you learning how to properly heal from whatever that void is or whatever the situation is, you're going to keep putting people there. And every single time, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, your feelings are going to get hurt every single time. Listen to me. I know. My feelings was hurt. You got to do what you got to do, babe. I told y'all we getting into it this season. So come on, friend. We gotta just get it together. And so what's funny is I saw a quote literally before we started recording, and it says, there will always be someone who can't see your worth. Don't let it be you. Listen, our girl Mel Robbins said that. Baby, you clocked me, okay? I saw it at the perfect time, babe. You clocked that. You cannot be the person that does not know how much you're worth. Because when you don't know how much you're worth, any and everybody or anything can run over you. We have to learn boundaries. We talked about that last episode. Let's go ahead and start setting those boundaries up. These are my non-negotiables. These are the things that I'm going to do. These are the things that I'm not allowing in my space anymore. And I'm so sorry if I hurt your feelings by telling you, don't do that again. But it is what it is. I'm okay with being the villain. You can put me as whoever you want to put me as. I'm going to be her because I have to take care of me. Take care of yourself. I cannot express that enough. In this season that I've learned, you have to take care of you and stop allowing anybody, anything to start filling those voids and make you feel like your value is less than. You're not, babe. Not even a little bit. Pick your head up, put your shoulders back, flip that hair back. It's time to get back into the grind. It's time to get back into your hustle. It's time to be consistent and persistent. No longer are we allowing anybody or anything to disrupt our peace or disrupt our space, or allow us to feel like our value's back at zero, because you've worked too hard to be at $0.00 with no tax. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's time to up the price, babe. And I'm telling you, that's your business price. That's your branded price. All those prices, they need to go up, because it's not just about you anymore. It's about the audience and the community that God has built for you. And you being disobedient is only making it worse for you, because all these other people are now not going to fulfill their purpose. Those people's blood are on your hand because you're not being obedient. So let me tell you, because I'm trying to help somebody. Let me help you, friend. Let me help you. I know a little something. I don't know too much, but I know a little something. It's time to know our worth and add tax, y'all. I love you so much. I can't wait to see you on the next episode.